just loaded up with a yard of dirt and strapped it all in. My Gladiator. Dirt. Got it all home. Well, got it all home. Now I gotta take it and put it somewhere in the backyard. So all cleared out. The only mess that was left was the back part, which got behind the tarp and the initial load. But I was able to get everything out and pulled on the tarp to pull out the last remaining bits, and only a little bit hit the ground around the wheelbarrow. Alright, so I sprayed off the tarp. Basically you can see, like, I didn't get all the tarp dirty because it's much larger than the truck bed. So I just folded it over and strapped it down with the Gladiator cargo net, and that worked really well. I had to adjust the cargo. I had one piece that was kind of flopping around. But all in all, everything stayed in. I didn't lose any dirt on the road. So, as you can see, I could probably fill a bed with the amount of much dirt this yard of dirt compost got me. And for reference, I believe I did 9 wheelbarrows, or like 8 and almost a 9th wheelbarrow full. And when I buy black cow, I think I do 2, maybe 3 bags in a wheelbarrow, bringing up. So let's just say 2 bags. Those are $7 a pop, so $14 a wheelbarrow for the black cow, and so about 4 wheelbarrows full, being generous, would be close to the $46 with tax that I paid for that. So I got about twice as much dirt, and nothing against black cow, but that's just straight manure. This seems, this compost smells like manure, but it's got other stuff in it too. But so I think, twice as much dirt for the same amount of price, and all I had to do was buy a pickup. But I needed a new car because my Gladiator broke down. Now I just need to get, not my Gladiator broke down, my Grand Cherokee broke down, and I had to get a new one. And so I got the Gladiator. So now plan is to get some peat moss, and I have just a little bit of a bag of perlite. So I need to get more perlite, some peat moss, mix that together, and start making a bunch more of these. Just fill up whatever I have left, and I will try to put some in to top that off. I can't do it with the strawberries because they're already, I could probably try to get a little bit in there, but it's not going to be much. And then if anything's left over, I'm probably going to put it in the grapes, loganberry boxes over there. And if there's still more left, I'll throw it on top of the rose box over there. But I think it's good. They told me that they sell yards and yards and a half. And I think the Gladiator probably could take a yard and a half. So if I need to get more dirt, for in case I decide to put some more beds in. Went to Home Depot. They had peat moss, but they didn't have any perlite. So I got a little bit of perlite left. So I'm basically just putting a couple scoops of the peat moss, dousing with the perlite, and then mixing it together with the compost. And it kind of looked like a, nicely mixed together, just like a regular potting mix when it's done. And stuffing it into bags. Well, I was at Home Depot getting the peat moss. I also picked up some zucchini, some slicing cucumbers over there, and a watermelon, icebox watermelon. I'm going, after I water, I'm gonna put some straw over everything. I also noticed that the peas that I planted are coming up, and I swear they weren't here this morning when I started, but I see them all over the place now. There's also something I planted over here that's either a cucumber or a cantaloupe, not sure. And there was another one over here somewhere. So some of the seeds I just threw in places are actually coming around. So a nice little surprise of whatever I end up in this bed. We have to talk about the lemon. This is it's obviously not edible, but that was the one that was over winter. I'm hoping some of these flowers turn into lemons and limes much earlier so that they don't die in the winter time. So I did 7 new squares. Gonna finish that one. That's gonna be 8 squares and 1 tall bag, and I'm gonna call it quit for now. I have a few more bags, but I am worn out and time to cool off and relax before dinner. But so I will probably be putting in the peppers and the other things I have tomorrow. Right. Focus on the plant, not dad, alright? Alright, so these pots, since they've been in the water so long, they're just tearing apart. And I can just grab the plants out. I'm gonna leave these ones that are tight together. And since I have so many of these pepper plants and they were a variety, I'm going to just plant them together, space them out more so than I did that one plant. 4 corners here. Alright, so I planted these. Got 3 in that one. Got 5 in this one. 5 in this one. 4 in this one. 5 in that one. And over here. Got 4 and a little one there. 4. 4. And that's the one. I left them all together in the pot that they grew in. And so we'll see how that goes. Now I'm gonna grab I planted 1 tomato over here. I'm gonna put one of the other tomatoes over here. Just gonna plant the whole thing, not bother breaking apart, but I mean, it should break apart pretty easily. Spirally thing. That's how far it'll go down, and the tomato will grow up onto there. So now I need 1 more tomato to plant, and I'll put it down here. Everything else. This here just a little bit. Now I'm going to go down further, since I think actually I planted a tomato over here, but something dug it up. Now all I got left is add to the cucumber bag left. Actually I got 2 bags up, that's perfect. So I'll put 1 in the center of this bag, Nope, that's a little deep. I'll put the other one in this bag. And as you can see, the potato plants are coming up all the way through the straw on both of these bags. So I have a little bit of straw left, but I don't think it's going to stay on here, but we'll try that. But now I just need to water everything. Alright, quick review since a shaky cam. Peppers in most of these pots. Tomatoes, 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 peas, cucumbers, zucchini, watermelon, probably cantaloupe, sweet potatoes, cucumbers, and more peppers, lemons, and lime. And back there, grapes, loganberry. And everything's coming up and watered. And hopefully we'll get some rain in a couple days, because it looks like we're going another one of our little droughts, which just means I have to water some more. But thanks for joining.